Thank you and welcome to this training video. On this training video, we'll be reviewing the steps the DC manager must follow to run a variance report. Throughout the physical inventory process, we ask the DC managers to gravitate back to the checklist and make sure that all the tasks preceding this step have been fulfilled and that we have identified them as completed with a Y indicating that yes, we have completed the steps. So now we are working on step number 6.7, which is to create or produce a variance report from the Oracle system. And for that, you will go to the Oracle, go to request, submit a new request, and look for the missing tag report, the variance report, and you will select the Falcon Physical Inventory Adjustment Report Excel output. So all this is are to run this variance report, except for PA, which will run the second one, the one that indicates PA at the end of the report. But every other DC will run the first one, selected, okay. Leave the four parameters as they default. The only parameter you need to update will be to select the PI in which you are working on. So once you're selected, click yes, click OK, submit, click no, click find, and refresh the data until the report is completed. Once the data or the request has been completed, select it and click View Output. This will open the variance report in an Excel format. Just click yes. And here you have your variance report. So the things that you want to check before you save it is to make sure in this column L, make sure there's nothing flagged with a D indicating there is a duplicate. So just scroll down and make sure there is no letter D there. The D will indicate there is a duplicate tag. And red, look for anything that it looks red. In this case, we introduced into the system a dynamic tag for a lot that didn't exist or doesn't exist in that warehouse for that cost group. So red, call us, reach out for assistance in how to deal with this because it has to be dealt with before we can proceed further. But in this case, we're just gonna go ahead and void that tag because this was a test and we introduced that lot number that didn't correspond to that warehouse. So once you have your variance report, you have to save it to your folder in the physical inventory folder. So go back to your folder in PI files under your DC. On your DC, and save it as variance report once or variance one. So dash variance dash one. And make sure you save it as an Excel. In this case, my computer is trying to save it as a web page. Click on the type and select Excel if it doesn't default automatically for your computer. So save it on your folder as Excel format variance one. Click save. Make sure you save it and exit. So this, then you can just place a check mark here or a Y for completed, and make sure that you have that to provide to the external auditors, and you are ready to move to the next step. And I also send an email out indicating that you have completed your variance report. So this is it for this training. Thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.